Hey guys, welcome to the Mintay Papers YouTube channel. My name is Janus and I'm here to show you how I created this pocket insert for travel journals. I used the Mintay Papers Happy Place collection. This one is one of the new collections and I really love the colors of this one. So let's get started. So I'm using the 12 by 12 papers for this project and I'm using paper number 2. So I cut it at about 4.5 inches, roughly the size of a passport. And I'm going to fold this in 3 parts. That way I kind of have 3 areas where I can put pockets inside. So since I have 3 areas here, I'm going to make sure that my third part, the kind of an outer flap of the pocket insert, is relatively about a quarter of an inch smaller compared to the other 2 sides of my pocket insert. That way it kind of easily folds in and I won't be having any creases or any causes of damage when it comes to that part of this project. And I'm going to take paper number 6. This is the paper that has all the frames on it. I'm choosing one area of it to be the decoration of the cover. I'm also going to use the frame at the back as embellishment. So I've chosen the design I want to put on my cover, and now I'm just going to cut up this frame. I will also be hollowing it out, removing this decorative part in the middle. That way later on I can put some sequins in it and create a shaker. So the next part of this project is I'm just going to take some plastic. You can have anything that's lying around. I'm just using this to repurpose it to something else. And I'm going to put some double-sided tape on the inside of the frames. And then I'm going to stick the plastic onto the frame. And this time I'm going to take some double-sided tape and just fit it along the side of the frame again where I place the plastic, and making sure that all the areas are covered. That way when I put some sequins in it, nothing is going to peek out of it. I'm going to get my sequins and place it on the design it shows. So you can put anything you want here. I just chose to use white and silver. And I added in a little bit of pink and blue sequins. And then I'm just going to slowly peel off all the covers from my double-sided foam tape and fit it in snugly, making sure I'm going to press firmly on all the sides of my double-sided tape so nothing falls out of the frame. And there's my shaker. So now I just glue this in place at the center of my cover. And I'm going to take some of the Happy Place chipboard stickers and I'm going to add a little bit of embellishment on the cover. I also fuzzy cut some of the elements at the back of the title page from my 12 by 12 papers. And I'm just using the one flower and some of the butterflies and a little bit of the leaves for this project. I'm going to kind of minimize my decorations for this project because since I'm going to be putting it in my travel notebook, it's going to get a lot bulkier especially since I like adding more pages from time to time. So I'm going to keep this a little bit more simple. That way it minimizes the bulk on my travel journal. Now that we're done with the cover, I'm now going to take another piece from the paper number 6, and I'm going to create a pocket on the outer flap of the pocket insert. So I just drew a half circle on this paper, that way it kind of easily lets me store in pieces or take them out. So just to make sure that the pockets I created for storage in this insert is a lot easier to access, I put in some sort of, I don't know what this is called, but I used some of the paper, the extra papers from the scraps earlier, and cut it about ½ inch, fold it in half, and then kind of just cut up the corners this way. I'm going to glue it on the design I chose earlier. So I'll be needing 2 of these strips of papers to put it on the left and the right side before I glue it in place. It's also kind of a great way for you to use scraps of papers from previous projects, that way you kind of give it a new purpose. Just make sure to place them snug along the edges. And then I'm going to glue everything in place. So the reason for the extra papers on the side is that I'll be able to easily lift or insert anything within the pocket without having to worry about it getting ruined, because the pocket is a little too snug. With this one, it's a lot easier, and I don't have to worry about damaging any papers, stickers, or whatever that I want to put inside it. Okay, so the next part is I'm also going to put pockets inside. I chose the extra papers from earlier. I'm going to put 3 pockets, or rather 4, using 2 papers from the collection and then some tracing paper that I have at hand. So the first thing I do is I'm going to create a larger pouch at the middle using tracing paper that I have here. So I cut it about a few inches smaller in height as compared to the pocket insert itself, and then I folded in 3 of the edges to create some areas that I can glue in place. So I'm just going to place some glue on the 3 areas that I folded and stick it in the middle part of my pocket insert. So this is it. I'm going to do the same technique as I did earlier on with the other 2 papers. Just creating a little bit of a semicircle at the top here. And I'm going to just place strips of papers on the sides again. So I'm going to change a little bit of this part of the insert. I'm going to be placing 2 pockets, 1 tracing paper pouch, and 1 that is using the number 6 paper again. So I just repeated the same process I did earlier on, only this time I placed them both face down and I put some glue at the upper half of this paper, and then I placed the tracing paper on top of it halfway through as well, and then just kind of glued in all the 3 areas I previously glued also, and then I'm just going to glue them in place at the last area of my insert. So for final touches of the insert, I'm just going to get my chipboard stickers once again, and I'm going to get the extra fuzzy cut flower I had earlier on, and just putting in a few pieces within each pocket. And just to make sure that it fits snugly along the cords of my journal, I'm going to snip the upper corner and the lower corner of the insert. And I'm done. So if you're a journaler or planner, this is kind of a perfect project for you to create, to kind of store in all your favorite stickers, ephemera, tiny bits of papers that you might want to place inside. That way you can easily carry them around whenever you're going to be crafting or journaling or just setting up your planners outside of your homes. As you can see, there are a lot of places you can put all your favorite items and supplies. It's pretty and functional at the same time. And there you have it for this project. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do subscribe to the Mintay Papers YouTube channel and follow us on all the social media accounts. Once again, this is Janus, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!